Hey, hi you guys, it's me, Monty Rocks, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about the differences between three online, well not online, but three apps that allow you to buy and sell stuff from other people. The first is MERCARI, the second is Poshmark, and the third is Depop. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So I've actually been able to sell stuff on MERCARI and Poshmark, so everything I talk about will be from my own personal experience, and I have a Depop account, but I haven't been able to buy or really sell anything, and I'm going to kind of get into why that is. So I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of each. So I'm going to start with MERCARI. The pros of MERCARI is that I've honestly made most of my sales on there, and like people are really quick to spend their money and just like bid stuff and just like send offers to you, and their fees are a little bit lower, and they do give you the option of choosing between USPS shipping or FedEx shipping. So I feel like MERCARI is, pretty good at that. Now, as far as design goes, I think it is geared more towards everyone in the family, so it's kind of a generic look to it as far as design, but it is very functional, and you won't get annoyed or anything with the design. It's very functional. But some of the cons for MERCARI is that MERCARI's online website, so apart from your smartphone, the online website you access through your computer isn't very functional and is very hard to navigate. I don't think you can actually use all the features that's on the app on the website, so that's kind of like a bad thing. And then the other con for MERCARI was that the direct deposit, so if you sell stuff, the direct deposit you get to like retrieve your money can take up to 5 days to process. So whenever you want to get your money, you kind of have to think 5 days ahead, and sometimes you don't want to do that. You want your money when you want it, so that's just not good. That's a con. Like, I don't like that. So yeah, but now let's oh Jesus. Okay, now let's get into Depop. So Depop is formatted and designed more to be like a social network. It looks very similar to Instagram, and you have to have a PayPal account for Depop, which is a con, by the way, because I don't really like using PayPal, but I know like most companies and most places and stuff do, like they like PayPal and stuff. It's just me. I'm just weird or whatever. I think it is geared towards the younger generation, so I wouldn't see my mom trying to sell any of her things on there. I don't think that she would like the design of the app. I don't think she would get the idea of a social media clothing selling swapping app. I don't think she would like it. So it is geared towards younger people, which isn't a bad thing because we are the future. But some pros though is that if you are shopping on there, you're more likely to find more trendier clothing and stuff. Like, say if you searched Guess on Depop, you would probably get like the embossed Guess shirts and stuff that people have been wearing, rather than on like Poshmark or MERCARI, where you get like vintage Guess that you're not really looking for. So that's just a pro, is that you're more likely to get trendy stuff on there. Another pro is that a lot of like famous YouTubers and influencers and Instagram people actually sell their clothing that they get and that they buy on Depop. So you might be able to shop people you actually know's like closet, which is very beneficial, especially if you see something that they wear that you like, So that's definitely a pro. And it is free to list the items you want to sell. So, that's good, saving money and everything like that. And the last pro I have for Depop is that they do allow people to like swap clothing. So MERCARI doesn't really have that feature, but Depop does. So if you're looking to get something and you're not really trying to spend any money, you're just trying to update your wardrobe, that's kind of a good feature to have. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to talk about Poshmark. So Poshmark is the first app that I got introduced to like online selling. Well, selling through apps and like my own clothing selling and stuff like that. Before, I only knew about eBay, and I didn't really like eBay because of their really high fees. So I just never really thought about selling my clothes until recently, when I just had too much stuff and I had moved back home from school, and I had too much stuff and not enough space, so I had to start clearing it out. So, and that's what kind of prompted me to start using these apps. But let's get back into Poshmark. So Poshmark is one of the first apps that of its kind, and Poshmark is geared more towards young women rather than any other demographic like men or children or anything like that. It's really for the trendy woman. And I like Poshmark because they make sure that the luxury items you buy are actually real. They actually authenticate it, so you're less likely to have fraud of like fake items and stuff, because they do take that precautionary measure. And the other thing is that the seller, I think, has to always pay the shipping. So if you're the buyer, it eliminates other fees for you, because it forces the, no, if you're the seller, you save money. If you're the buyer, you have to pay for your own shipping. So if you're a seller, you'll save on the fees of shipping because the buyer has to pay for it. So it's a good place to sell on. And they do allow, when you do post the clothing you want to sell, they allow you to post up to 8 images of the item, which is really good, because other apps only allow you to do 4 or 5 images, which sometimes isn't enough to show everything about the item you're trying to sell, especially like shoes and handbags and stuff like that. Another pro that really stuck out to me was how functional their online website was. So you don't have to access this like site and platform on your device. You can actually access it from a computer. So if you want to browse clothing and everything like that before you actually if you want to browse clothing and everything like that, you can actually do it on your desktop. So you can do it from your bed or something like that. You don't have to be on your mobile device, which I thought was pretty cool, because like I said, other apps, they don't have functional web pages, which is not cool at all. But the cons that I have found is that it is harder to sell on Poshmark, because when you use Poshmark, you're most of the time looking for a specific luxury item. And when you're trying to use it for, say, like just looking for some track pants or something, I don't know, something very cheap, the prices are going to be really high, because people are selling it like it's a luxury item. So you might come across Adidas track pants for like $100, and they'll just be the regular 3 stripes Adidas, and you're like, bitch, what the fuck? So yeah, it's expensive to shop on there. You gotta know what you want. That's basically what I have to say about that. And I have no sales on Poshmark at all, so that it's hard to sell on there. If you need any other things, I guess, show you that I'm being honest, I don't know. But yeah, so I know y'all keep seeing me slouch. I'm sitting on the floor. I don't know why I'm sitting on the floor, but I am. And last but certainly not least, I do want to talk about the overall like pros of using these types of apps. So what I found is that these are a good way of buying pieces that people may not have anymore, or just buying a piece that was very limited when it was in the store or something like that. So it's good for great finds as far as like clothing and pieces go. I especially like it for like shoes and bags, because I don't know, the shoes and bags that people sell on their sites and on like clothing sites just don't be popping at me. So I have to go the extra mile to find shit. And it's a good way to update your wardrobe on a budget, and to help you make some money if you want to, you know, not spend a whole bunch of money on a new budget. And the con to all of them is that people are going to try to undercut you, but you don't let them do that, because you deserve better than that. Okay? People are going to try to charge you. I mean, they're going to try you. They're going to fucking try you. They're going to try to, like, offer you a deal. Like, I'll buy it right now for $20. And the item you're selling is, like, $80. And you're like, no. So, yeah. The only other con I have for all of them is that you never know what type of household the items are coming from. So just make sure you wash everything before you put it on. Okay, I know you be pressed like, oh, this look good, let me just go. No, bitch, go fucking wash it so you don't catch no fucking flesh-eating viruses, okay? So, yeah. So, thank you for watching me, Monty Rocks. I enjoy talking to y'all about stuff, so definitely comment down below if there's anything specifically you want me to discuss or talk about. I'm definitely open to my hair. I'm looking crazy, but I'm back. But yes, y'all, just I'm geeked. I'm geeked. But okay, y'all. But seriously, thank you for watching me, Monty Rocks, talk about these 3 different buying and selling apps. I hope that you all do, you know, check them out. I'm gonna link my accounts down below, so if you want to just check out what I have, it's not really no shit y'all gonna like, but if you want to check it out, it's there. Follow me on social media at Monty Rocks, and yeah, thanks for watching me, Monty Rocks. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye bye.